One back with another one. This is Thursday Thrills, the 37th edition. Like I said, we're going to be talking about some interesting things tonight. Yes, I'm alive and awake. I'm not dozing off. Got some rest earlier in the day. Well rested. Let's get on to it like I normally. Because last night we talked about some interesting stuff. The fall of society. That was just like similar to discussions that you have, and it's pretty much one and the same. But it's a continuation of that. No screenshots tonight. No, we ain't on that time. What's going on, Mike? And it's pretty much, the same old. But shouts out to the people. Yeah, man. Yeah, hunting season officially begun, man. Like, man, that's between them. He's having fun. Shouts out to Absalon and everything. Yeah, I've been enjoying his clips lately. Been looking at what you call it, some gaming stuff lately, earlier because I'm expected to get something tomorrow. But yeah, man, ain't nothing much. But people still talking about that little bullshit with Ye and everything else. But that it kind of died down, but it's still prevalent. But Daylight had something interesting to say. Daylight, shouts out to Daylight, the battle rapper, man. I mean, he's was going in on the situation and talking about those people, talking about Esau and them. I'm like, man, and they knocked his video down for saying that shit. They took it down. They said it was deleted by the uploader, which is cap. And and he did another one and threw a hard shot. He threw a subliminal. Like he's known for his shit when his rap. Then I saw him with the whatchamacallit, with Murder Mook in the interview and stuff. Like, yeah, I want to find this shit. Yeah, Daylight had a question Murder Mook during his press conference, which is kind of funny. He said, and then he had another one. It's a 38-minute live stream with 3 seconds, right? He said, my mid vid, they delete my shit in mid vid. Now, I don't believe that, but they said download by the upload. And I'm like, man, that's wild. I was there. It was like 4,000 views he got. And I did watch a video of another content creator, what's her name, China Fox, and I peeped what she said. Y'all enjoying Kanye's demise a little too much. I have to say to that, and I want to talk about that tonight. I have to agree with that. Her and George Macon always talk about, the community and stuff like that. And I said to myself, they're right. I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't really care, to be honest with you. It's just a shame that can happen to you. That can happen to anybody. What do you think they're gonna do to you? If you work for them, I don't fuck with them at all. Like, I don't do deals with them. It is what it is. Like I said, I'm not trying to promote what it is on they shit. I don't give a fuck about them like that. But I'm just saying, like, this stuff matters to certain people. It really don't, because this shit's gonna perish and it's down the drain anyway. No one gives a fuck about it. Let's just keep it 1,000. Most people just be on this bullshit just to be on drama. And I agree. And it's burning down what Absalom was saying. I agree. And it is burning down. I've been saying that for 10 years, and the stuff he's saying is very relevant. And I salute Absalom for taking up that mantle and understanding that, I know he's been listening to me and everybody's been listening to me, been saying it for years and years. I was preaching this shit years ago. So again, I've been on this bitch for a long time, and y'all can ask me anything, because where we're headed is what you see in normal politics and things like that nature. And I'm just like looking at it like this. Damn, I gotta reset the app. It's a buggy ass app every now and then. Sometimes and my phone keeps acting up. That's why I hate cell phones. I'm glad I don't do live streams on cell phones and shit. I used to do that on one of my streams, my earlier streams of last year. I said I don't do that shit. That shit is so goddamn annoying. It'll fuck up your shit, and then everybody cares about sound. I didn't prove it, and I didn't listen to certain people. I do my own research. I mean, I listened to one person. That was his advice. He told me a certain mic, but he didn't do that to me. I did my own research, and I followed what was trending in these communities that does the gear talk. You know what happened? I've noticed there's a divide between that and YouTube. The people that don't like microphones is obvious. They like the camera lighting crew, and I respect that. But to me, that's not content. Anybody can do that, and you don't get that many views. And the ones that do get views and does it all, he has the gear and everything, the microphone and all that. That's nice. The microphone is not a bad thing to have. I won't speak for experience. It's not a bad thing. It's sometimes it's your audience. Sometimes it's a sorry website called YouTube. There's other sites that appreciate that. I've noticed that on other ones that people have problems. I don't fuck with Twitch and everywhere else, but you can use the microphone anywhere. It's just how you use it and what your messaging is about. So what I look at it as, that's a step up when you're competing against the people of mainstream manosphere or any idiot on mainstream YouTube. Because when you go against the grain, you got to do something. You got to have your stuff set up. And to me, I always use gear. Anybody ask me, I've always used gear because gear is the number one thing I'm trying to compete with. Yeah, you can cam up and show your gear and flex. I don't have to do all that. The audio is more important than anything. I know people don't like the audio thing. I know they ass is pathetic, just like Melly. She's there to show her ass. And the reason I expose the pineapple show how pathetic they are, they just want you to come up and flex. No one gives a fuck about these hoes like that. They're all hoes to me in the day. Because what they do is, and I saw one last night. I got you two good ones for this week, but I'm going to talk about them next week because how pathetic they are. You got this Italian chick, like a same-sexual lesbian, right? Her name is Ashley. Want some of that pussy. Want some of that pussy. You know what I mean? And she ain't all that either. She ain't built like nothing. And then the other one ain't all that either. They both garbage. You know, Melly did that on purpose. She'll probably have some decent ones next week, but I ain't gonna mess with that one because that ain't relevant, you know. But that's the thing that we're gonna talk about. So we're gonna channel in on her channel because I always mess with it. If it's wild and crazy, that's the screenshots I'll show. But again, we see this a lot and we see this all the time. But her show is what it is. I told you she's almost going to get 1 million real soon. But speaking of which, was I the one brought up Yoki Sturb on my last live stream? Shouts out to Absalon. I'm glad he did his own research. I don't take a little credit of that. I think I did take a little credit of that, but shouts out to him. I take your credit for him doing the research too. Salute to him. I said this. When I saw him talk about Yoki Sturb, you know, I'm gonna give her a rating, my personal rating. I rate her a 7.5. Okay, she looked decent, but back in the day, she's probably a solid 8.5 like that. But I know she's Cuban. She did speak Spanish on one of her gun, what you call it, the gun, not gun shows, but gun reviews, the weapons reviews. And when she said that, or I don't think it wasn't gun reviews, her cooking reviews, and when she spoke Spanish and all that other stuff, and I saw that, I was like, oh, okay. That's why she's so thick. She ain't all black, you know, but she's a little Cuban or whatever. But you know, it don't really matter. But the cameraman, to answer Absalon's question, her cameraman's a husband. He's a lucky motherfucker. And they've been married for what, 11 years? I saw her post. I'm subscribed to her. Man, that's a one lucky motherfucker. Now I salute to the husband. I ain't saying it's no hate over here. You know, we respect Yoki over here. Salute to the husband, man. It must be hard looking at that. He did himself an upgrade. You know, I know everybody's gonna be, hey, he said, why are you talking about that? But no, that's his woman. He love her. And she okay. And you know, they do it together. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. You don't usually see that on YouTube. He's a bold motherfucker. I don't blame him. Yeah, man. She okay. And I don't even hate her like that. I like her as a gun content creator and a cook. She's well rounded. Her channel is unique. And she gets up to, she's almost at 1 million, but that's a content creator I watched her go. I followed when she had 300,000. I followed her when she had 300,000 and someone recommended me to her. And then when I start watching her shit, I say, her shit's entertaining. And then I always post a notification, watch her shit every, you know, I keep up with her shit. That's the only thing I watch, probably her and a few other content creators that are decent. And that's it. And the tech guys that I subscribe to, and then in the gaming channels, that's pretty much it. I don't really care about this shit like that. I mean, the drama shit, I don't really give a fuck about none of these niggas like that. That's how I say these niggas is beneath me. But shouts out to Absalon. He's doing his thing. I mean, it's on his 4th channel. Hey, man, you'll get 1,000. I mean, you doing some funny shit right now. Just leave them clown niggas alone, man. It's just like what it was 10 years ago when I went up with these whole ass things. I had to cut ties with them. You can still throw shots and joke. Yeah, it's easy because they bitch ass will fold all the time. They ain't about that. They're fake on here. And you calling them out and keep calling them out because the shit it's going to continue long term. But niggas kill me try to talk all this big shit, but ain't really about the big shit. Just like George Maker said, they're a bunch of hypocrites. They want to blame Kanye for the George Floyd comments. Do I agree everything with Kanye said? Hell no. I don't like when he said he died with fentanyl. That's been debunked. But you bitch ass so-called black community hoe ass niggas don't understand that y'all the biggest hypocrites in y'all so-called community. Y'all do the same. What makes you any different than him? What makes you fucking different than him? Exactly what George Mason said. I agree with that, what he just said. And he said on his recent streams, what makes you different than him? You're no different than he is, but cooning around. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to save all my people. I save some that wants to be saved and some enlightenment, and that's it. Give them a word of advice. Talk about how to build your shit and just keep it pushing. But the rest of you niggas, man, y'all fake, bro. Y'all been fake for years. I stopped fucking with half of you this year because y'all on that bullshit. I know what y'all do. And I respect it. I moved on. You know, I'm over here. I'm still over here. If anybody wants to come, that's fun. If I'm doing something great, that's great. But you know how it is. They'll get tired of you after a while. And that's part of it because the pandemic's up. And y'all been in it, 2 years? That's what this is about. That's why my numbers is the way it looks. And I'm not mad because I used to get a lot of numbers. Numbers don't mean shit to me no more because it's dime a dozen. Because I do see growth in some of my pre-records and shit like that. And the one I did last year, it's pretty much the same, man. Like, I'm not tripping over here. I'm not tripping over here. I'm not tripping on anything. It's just a lot of fake motherfuckers on the internet. And it's always been this way since time. I told you the fakeness is always here. It's been like that forever. And I try to tell, but shots of the Absalom, you ought to know now. It's a lot of fake motherfuckers on here, man. It's always have been. I've been saying it the longest. Y'all just need to start listening to me more and do the research. A lot of these dudes ain't really built like that. They could talk a good game, but they ain't really about that shit. They get exposed on the back end all the time. And I was a part of that. You know what I'm saying? But, people got screenshots how sorry they are. It is what it is. I don't really go crazy over this shit, man, because I got real people that I have former friends I still talk to. I haven't talked to them in years, but back home where I'm originally from, yeah, I'm a real person off the shit. Shouts out to Shees. What's going on, Shees? Salute. Yeah, man, y'all do your thing, man. But it's a lot of fake motherfuckers on here, and I've been saying that to certain people in the chat room. I know Absalom be listening to this, and shouts out to him. But Absalom has to understand a lot of these dudes is fake, man. Been fake since day one. And what I do is I don't get emotional about it. Because years ago, it used to get to me in my 20s, but once I got a little older and then saw the workplace and worked 2 years on a certain job I used to have, I study people's movements and their mindsets and what they do. I just look at them for who they are. I don't shit on them. I let them speak and let them have their little confidence, but outside of that, they fake as hell, bro. I know they had issues with me since day one. It's just a matter of time. When shit gets thick, things go left. See, on YouTube, they can fake it. Anywhere else, they fake as hell. They ain't about that shit. And I stopped fucking with them. So I thought it was like a connection, but they blew it. It is what it is. But, I stopped talking to people, man. I know people hate my guts right now. Like I give two shits or two gives a fucks about anything they say. Fuck them. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. But I'm not trying to please everybody. And of course, Absalom's correct. Yes, you're not going to be. I was never liked 10 years ago. So what did that tell you? I've done this. I'm already in the early mid-30s right now, and I don't give a fuck about half you bitch-ass niggas that barely do shit. You're fucking coons that ain't going to do shit, got the same old talking points, same old PPT bullshit prophecies, what I call prophetic prophecy tropes, that ain't going no motherfucking where, and talk about the same hoes that don't give a fuck about y'all monkey asses. You bitch ass niggas ain't gonna do shit in real life. How about that? Y'all bunch of fucking cowards. And every time I listen to Daylight and certain people that throw shots at the so-called black community, it's well deserved, but they got y'all brainwashed. Let me tell y'all something. Esau got y'all motherfucking brainwashed to the point that y'all can't think for your goddamn selves. And this is why Kanye's laughing at you monkey ass niggas, man. Y'all some pathetic ass motherfuckers that don't care about anything but yourselves. See, y'all got whole families out here, right? But take care of your fucking kids and your responsibilities and stop being bitch ass niggas on panels and crying about these same pathetic whack ass hoes. You niggas is lame, bro. Like, I've never seen a bunch of lame, frail ass dudes in spirit. I was about to say the other word because that's what you really are, a bundle of sticks. That's what y'all act like, man. Act like hoes all the time. This is why I'll fuck half of you niggas in real life. Like, most of y'all are fake, bro. Y'all been fake since day one because I don't say shit. I just let shit slide and let it, ride or whatever. But nah, you niggas is fake. And shouts out to Absalom for exposing these fake motherfuckers, man. And I've been saying this for the longest. I don't shit on everybody or anything, but if y'all talking like that, y'all soft. Now the ones he go at, I'm cool with, but the one it's obvious, like, no, nigga, you soft. And the reason I clown his ass over MOT shit, and I always call him AKA Mr. Three Syllables. I'm gonna break this down. The reason he got so tight and I trolled him so easy, like you're just as worse as Mr. Fittinelli, aka Mr. Fantastic. You act like bitches. You act like bitches, and when we say one soft language, one soft word, your ass fold like a little hoe, man. That's psychological damage. That's why I was doing my trolling is psychological damage. Once it gets inside your head, it's over. It's not a goddamn thing y'all can do about it. Ass Fantastic, aka Mr. Fittinelli or Fitnall. He didn't like that when he was wrong about that George Floyd shit, and I was clowning his bitch ass. And now he's tight about it. See? See, I troll niggas with efficiency. I don't stop. I just keep doing it. Y'all ain't defeat me. No, nigga, I'm still here. I'm doing content. What are y'all doing? Y'all ain't doing content. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all just like everybody else that I've seen that talk way more shit, but y'all ain't gonna come from me. I have the links wide open. If y'all have an issue, if you want to take this off air, I'll destroy you over there. You know what I'm saying? But publicly, I'm not gonna do that to you niggas because y'all know y'all niggas is soft in real life. Come on, man. Y'all ain't about that. Y'all ain't about that. Because if you was, you would destroy these niggas that y'all have problems with and just air that shit out. See, iron sharpens iron for a reason. Don't get these hoes to protect you. That's why you niggas are soft, bro. And shouts out to the people that's going in on Hunt and says, yeah, we clown niggas over here too. I clown them all the time. They can clown me all the time. Like, that don't bother me. It just makes me stronger because all y'all doing is proving my point. Because this year's a goddamn wash. I ain't never thought Ye was gonna be this crazy this year. Because this is a wild year. Next year's gonna be definitely wild. Because I'm not gonna be streaming like this all the time. Now I'll do the Thursday thrills long as I can. I'll probably do most of these Thursday streams straight up, and then everything else is just pre-record. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me because the Sunday streams is gonna turn something different because I won't end the Sunday Madness probably the beginning round probably next year, and it depends. It's probably next year, yeah, because I'm gonna pre-record in January. Because February I'm gonna call it something else. I'm gonna call it a different Sunday show and set the time and just push it, and then do a Thursday stream like my same Thursday thrills. But in the spring, Thursday thrills ain't gonna be around. I may do the DTNs, may find a few things like that, just talk about random shit, and then just play it. But I don't know. I'll see. But that's the thing about me. I'm just trying to be focused on here and just like, talk about the things I want to talk about in current events. But, mainly it's just the same old. And people ain't really talking about much because what's going on right now, everybody's panicking and trying to survive. And then I'm looking at this election in Georgia. It's really changing people's minds, man. People ain't on here like that. And that's just how it is. But it's a lot of fake motherfuckers on here, bro. I've been saying it the longest. I just don't really get mad at people no more. It's just like I just know they're useless as fuck, man. I'm wasting my energy on some weak niggas that ain't gonna do shit. I've been saying this for the longest. I've been saying this for like last year. And I know what these niggas is about. I've been on this shit for years. Y'all can't tell me about niggas that ain't really about that. Let's just stop the bullshit for a minute. Okay? Y'all cut that shit out. Like, oh, I know all these niggas. You don't know shit about these niggas. Just don't act like y'all know shit. Y'all really don't. Y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all just act like y'all know shit because y'all think y'all got the knowledge and everything, but y'all don't really know shit about people's struggles, man. I've seen this shit all these years, and when y'all present them information, niggas want to get emotional. Like, I ain't got time for all this bitch assness on YouTube. I dealt with that shit years ago with this channel and then my old channel. I ain't got time for that. That shit's dead, man. I'm trying to help the young people just to go out there. You know, the ones that listen, it's for certain people that understand my content. I talk about a little bit of everything. I'm not saving weak motherfuckers that don't have their minds right. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here for some other shit. I'm not here to collab with no bitch ass nigga. Ain't really about it. And I'm done with that shit. Fuck that collab shit. That's for suckers, man. If y'all want to collab, y'all should have did that goddamn 10 to what was like 10. I'll say 5 to 10 years ago. You could have been done that. But that shit's dead because y'all have little clicks and shit. I ain't got time for people be on that bullshit. That's enough problems I have outside of this shit. I don't need that shit. I don't need that shit from any weak niggas on the internet. I really don't. Really I took this step approach this year, and I'm glad I'm just crushing you niggas, and I'm going to do it each year probably on pre-records or whatever. Yeah, not really about that, man. And I hate to say it, y'all just soft as shit, man. Like I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. If you don't like it, just leave, man. You don't have to participate in my shit. Like I said, I tell people they come through. Y'all are so easy to replace, and y'all don't understand the fact I don't give a fuck, and I still don't give a fuck about none of you niggas like that because I'm glad I'm listening to content creators that actually show they work. Unlike me, I show my work all the time. I don't have to show y'all a damn thing, even though I'm not married and everything. That ain't nothing. I ain't for that either. I'm just trying to see for what it is, because y'all not really about that off this shit. That's my personal experience. But to teach its own. I'm not trying to hear to just trash people. You know, I'm trashing the niggas ain't really about that shit. That's what I'm on. So y'all gotta understand where I'm coming from, because I'm coming from a place that I see consistency all day. I'm consistent on here, and that's what my record shows on this channel. But you got a lot of fake motherfuckers on here, and this is why I try to tell Absalom, just be careful, man. Them niggas is soft, bro. They ain't about that. They definitely ain't about that. Yeah, man. I'll write something back to him. No problem. Yeah, keep doing your thing, man. Just don't let these niggas get inside your head. See, trolling these niggas is easy. I learned this a long time ago. A lot of these niggas is soft for a reason because they ain't really built like that, and they never had no real friends. I can tell how soft they are. I always had them on both races and lived through the shit. See, I'm from the South. I can tell you who's who and who's fake on here. They ain't got no hands like that. That's why I don't take these dudes seriously, and I'll never take these niggas seriously. They're useless as fucks. And I always I talked to somebody in Duke the Don's chat. It was some follower or some subscriber. He asked me, nobody likes the so-called black manosphere, and I tried to tell them they fake as hell. I threw a shot at the whole so-called space, and they mess with mainstream manosphere. I was just there, just watching from a distance, chatting with people, dapping motherfuckers up like as usual, like my signature style in the chat room. Because I always be in the chat room a lot. I don't talk to idiots on here, man. I say my shit. Yeah, I throw my little emojis and my symbolism. That's it. But outside of that, I do my content and I move on. They don't fuck with them. If it's a good topic. I mean, that Sneakle shit died down, didn't it? See? Everybody went right back to their cubby holes. Same with the Ye shit. But the Ye is still talk, because if they try to talk about his business and they say he apologized. I ain't gonna say finally, but everybody love it too much. It was niggas cheering him on. But Esau don't mind co-signing you niggas on that. See? But he got y'all under a goddamn spell. But shouts out to Daylight for saying that. And I agree. These niggas under a spell. This is why I don't really save a lot of niggas. I just let them drown. Anytime they use the word real nigga, hate your own people, you're programmed. You're not really about that because the people that's so-called woke is going to get rid of you. Y'all be the first one on the list to be eliminated, along with the rest of these people that runs this planet. And I've been saying it for the longest time, and I'm glad he said it. A few other content creators said it, and I'm glad Epsilon is saying it, because he had a lot of subscribers. He had like 100-something subscribers, and he had a nice sizable channel. I don't know why he gets terminated like that, but he's one of them guys. It ain't no big deal. He's got real things outside of YouTube. That's good. Everybody can't do this YouTube shit for money. I ain't doing it for money. I don't tell you a secret about me. I just do it just for content and just drop knowledge, and I just get the fuck on. I don't do this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like the reason I schedule my streams, it's better this way because I'm talking to my audience and my subscribers that's really subscribed to me. If they like certain of my content, I explain what I talk about. You know what I'm saying? I explain, I put it in detail, I put it in context, and I do the research, and I move on. But motherfuckers ain't gonna just tell me what to do on this shit. They ain't gonna tell me where I go anytime. No, they can go fuck themselves. Because I can go where I fucking please. You know what I'm saying? And I know these guys from certain channels. And I got proof of old streams that he was on my live stream. I got evidence. Epsilon was on my sapiosexual stream on the third part I told y'all niggas to fucking watch. I had no issues with him. Hell, this is the nigga that challenged BGS on his shit when I was formerly subscribed to the bitch ass nigga, the old fuck. Old so-called Mr. Utilitarian ass nigga. Mr. Utilitarian, his goddamn self. That's what he called himself, Black Pill Utilitarian. He told that to Mr. Fantastic, aka Mr. Fittinelli. Was it 2 years ago when they was going at it? Like, nigga, please stop it. Get your bitch ass out of here. Hoe ass nigga. Get your bitch ass out of here. Ain't nobody listening to you, weak fucks. I cut that nigga off when he blocked me from the chat room by association, but we ain't gonna mention that, Fuck that nigga. It is what it is, but that's why you niggas is hoes in real life. That's why I don't say nothing into y'all's bullshit. I just want other niggas to speak for me because I can speak for myself, but I want other niggas to speak for me and see what I've been saying the longest. And I ain't gonna say I told you so. I warned y'all. I am the one of the niggas that, I told you so, but I ain't gonna, hey, it's all love though over here. It's just the ones that don't get it, you gonna learn. But nobody likes the word, I told you so, nigga. Oh, Mr. Simpleton. But you got a lot of niggas think they're not simpletons, but they act like simpletons out here, man. Like, I don't really take these dudes seriously. And I told you what 2021 was. It was my return, but I had to study these niggas for who they are. I just let y'all live last year because it was the pandemic. I let y'all live 2 years ago, 2020. I let y'all live. This year, I'm not letting you live. I'm guillotining these niggas, man. It is what it is, man. Like, I see it for what it is. I ain't gonna call no names out, but and he called Auntie. Well, that's cool damn. My man, I want to speak to Absalom. Shouts out to you. I call that man Kudem. He tries to be like Rue and Kuda. And what you got? Kudem. He acts just like him. He's Rue with the drama, the pedophile. Rue Dem, the pedophile, right? He wants to be like him. But he wants Kuda numbers. Kuda like numbers. I repeat, Kuda like numbers. But the world champion of the LBM Coliseum, Mr. Real Estate, whooped his ass on the Slug's channel, aka Bomb Cherry. The Slug body slammed his ass on there. When I saw that shit, I was dying, bro. Bodied his ass. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like I said, you niggas is crazy, bro. Like talking all this slick shit. And shouts out to Absalom. I co-signed everything he said, man. Like, yeah, these niggas has been fake. They've been fake since day one. what do you say? Like a lot of niggas, they get on here and think they some gangster shit, but they're suckers in real life. They can't do this shit. I don't fuck with niggas like that. Y'all niggas is fake, bro. Y'all the fakest niggas on the internet, and y'all expect me see when I talk bad about shit, niggas had to dip. It is what it is, cause I like just don't prove my point. There'll be shots throwing. Oh, it's gonna be shots throwing this year and next year. I don't give a fuck about none of you niggas. I told y'all. I'm always gonna be the asshole that y'all don't like. And I'm fine with that because showing y'all on my channel is not worth the hustle. But you niggas ain't really about that, bro. You niggas ain't really about that. Y'all talk all this big gorilla shit, want to get upset with somebody, and next thing you know, your ass getting drowned in the mud. In the mud. See, I control with efficiency. I don't give a fuck. I've been trolling for years. Years ago, when I was not on this shit on other platforms and things like that, I know how to move different. Especially, I used to be on Moco Space for years, and something went wrong. Okay, something went wrong. Okay, don't trip. Okay, yeah. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, restraint does that sometimes. Okay, I gotta control it down, because sometimes my shit will be out of whack. Yeah, I'm not really tripping. Only my phone off. I'm gonna do something real quick. If I see Devin coming in with the talk, I'll put it on there and then switch it back to the 24/7 because I hadn't seen this. I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret, but I'm gonna mute my mic before that happens. Yeah, because I'm watching something on the background. I ain't gonna want to play so I can get hit. Now YouTube be on that bullshit. You can't be listening to that, and then they hit your shit. You know what I'm saying? That's happened to me before too, where all the messy shit was going on. But like I said, these niggas been fake, man. Like, keep doing your thing, man. Just do your content and move on. Because a lot of these niggas, they can talk a whole lot of shit. See, I can say a lot of shit. I mean, this is Thursday Thrills. We coming here in full smoke and cracking over here. Because I used to talk about a lot of things, celebrities and things like that. I did that 10 years ago, bro. Like that celebrity so-called gossip, that don't mean nothing. But like I said, man, I've been on here for like years, and I can tell you stories that I've been through wars with all them niggas. Even the so-called conscious community, they're so fake. But Kanye, what he did, aka Ye, known as Ye now, understands that Esau is powerful, but he's worse than you niggas. But what makes him any different, and you niggas act just like him? Y'all prove his point. Y'all support the White Lives Matter t-shirt. I see you niggas be cheering that shit on. That's why you niggas is fake. And I'm talking about these actual coons, and then you got a lot of these dudes is fake pro-black and are real coons they damn selves. You lazy, ain't gonna do shit. I told you, you niggas is very inconsistent on here. Y'all talk all this big shit, but y'all ain't really about it. And this is why there's a reason why they need to be called out. I call people out over here and hold people accountable. And that's what we do. And I especially do that over here. You ain't gonna have that problem. You ain't gonna have that problem. You ain't gonna have that problem because I'm one of those people hold people to that fire, and I do this all the time. Especially me doing this all the time. I just go while I'm welcome or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for this bullshit what people be on. But that's what it is. But I see what it is. Now, me, I'll say this. I ain't got no problem with Kuda. I mean, Kuda he does his thing. That's cool. You in Thailand, that's good. But not everybody's going to Thailand, my nigga. My nigga. They clowning your ass. They don't care about you. Now, I know I told his ass stick to podcast. He's doing his thing in Thailand, but no one cares, bro. They look at your content for the drama, man. They look for the hoes. That's why niggas ask the question. And one time, I'll never forget this. He did a live stream last year tripping. This is when he was in DC at the time. He said, nobody wants to talk about the black pill. I said, my nigga, they don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear that shit. You supposed to be a DJ and have all the equipment. Now I saw you drop your little joints. Sounds cool. But I'm just saying, like, you know, and Absalom's challenged you like a battle rap or some shit. I said, whoa. You know, New York challenging DC. I like that shit. I like the challenge. That's that battle rap feel. I get this battle rap feel for them. Their thing is no beef. It's just a battle rap feel. And I like that. You're supposed to spar. He say he rap. Okay, you got to spar with him. Verbal sparring is good. I don't care what you niggas think. And it's nothing wrong with verbal sparring. If y'all got the skills to rap, you know, hey, make a joint. Yeah, you be on his panel and then throw around. There's nothing wrong with that. But what he told me in one of the recent clips I seen or a stream, was it a stream? I believe it was a stream or a clip. He said you was talking like that. I think it was a clip. He said that. I said, oh shit, I didn't know that. Damn, he talking like that? And then Shorty was coming after him. See, I wasn't there at the time when he was going at Antique because I know what was going on, but I didn't know it was like that. She was trying to jump. And I know exactly who you talking about. I don't be over a channel like that no more. I had to yank some wrenches over here. I had to yank some. Yes, I yank wrenches and I don't give them back. And it was certain people that have an issue with me, so it is what it is. I had to yank some wrenches, man. I had to do that. I do that over here. In case y'all don't know, I do that because if there's a problem, if you had with me and if we was cool once, I had to take your shit. I don't want no problems. It is what it is. Don't speak to me on any panel if I'm a guest or like I just don't fuck with you. If you don't fuck with me, that's cool. I don't fuck with you either. So don't speak to me. I'm gonna talk right through you and be disrespectful. I'm gonna be like that. It is what it is. Like I said, I don't give a fuck. You see what I'm saying? But it kills me when niggas try to act all tough on here, man. It's hilarious too, because these niggas is hoes, man. I'm gonna say what I said, and I'm glad he threw a shot at the court jester, that motherfucker that thinks he's a pimp. What's going on? Chill. Fuck out of here. Fuck that nigga, man. Get off of Angry Man's dick. That's what you need to do. Oh, bitch ass nigga, man. Like, I can't stand these niggas, bro. They hilarious, but they hoes in real life, man. These niggas ain't shit. They always get clowned on. We clown them niggas on that other website I had to cut off, but it's a lot of shit I gotta say because niggas are so fake on here, man. Like, and Absalom's about to make me go into my bag on these niggas. These niggas ain't really about that, bro. It ain't even that serious. That's why I don't take these dudes seriously. And that's one thing I learned from 2 years ago in 2020. A lot of these niggas is fake. I was testing their temperature 2 years ago, how fake they was. And that's why MOT got mad at me because I sided with a certain person. I thought he was real, you know. And you know, he's just an entertainer. I look at Kuda as an entertainer. Now, the street shit is questionable. Now, he say he that dude. I don't question it, but I have to question it because the stuff you talking about, man, I can't take you seriously. Shouts out to him, you know, as a content creator, but outside of YouTube, I got to look at him different. No, I don't see that. I don't see that. He pretends he's that dude, but he tries to say he's a square, and I respect that. Just say you're a square. Quit trying to be this macho street dude. You're not that street dude, man. You're not that gorilla. Like, cut it out. I've seen better. I know people in my families like that live that lifestyle, but y'all niggas don't live that lifestyle. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe people like that because what they do is they get on here, and this is what I'm talking about. They flaunt that shit, and then you wonder why you get your head busted wide open. You see, y'all haven't learned from PNB Rock. Y'all ain't learned your lesson. Y'all gotta stop with the bullshit, man, because people don't want to listen to that shit. And shouts out to Gully TV. He's the one to say that shit don't work, man. If you ain't got no content, you won't last on YouTube. And he said that. When I heard him say that 3 years ago in 2019 when I was following him, he said, if you're not producing any content, ain't got no content, you're gone. You're out of here. You know what I'm saying? You're wasting away and you won't last. It's a lot of people have not last. Now, I haven't came back since probably since 2020 when I was on panels. That's new with the live streaming thing, but I didn't think I was going to live stream the next year. And I'm officially back after 6 years of hiatus. And I was active. I wasn't using no community tab, but I was also using other means. And I was in the comment section. I was talking to people, but most people just don't come anymore because I understand they don't like my ass. And that's a good thing. That shows you where they stand at, you know. I know everybody don't stand my ass, but that's why I expect it. I expect people to be fake on here because this is what they do. This is how they live their lives. And they say they doing shit. They ain't doing shit. They ain't doing shit. I've been noticing that 2 years. They can't tell me about how fake these motherfuckers are. They've always been fake. They just never they show their hand. I just want them to be honest. I'm honest on here. I don't have to brag about the street shit. I don't have to do none of that shit because you niggas don't need to know. It ain't your business. Because y'all ain't about that life. See, I'm the opposite. You don't know what I'm capable of. Don't underestimate people. You get fucked up in real life. And that happens all the time. When people underestimate you, you get destroyed at the end. I'll always win at the end, bro. So cut the bullshit. I'm an efficient troll, yes. But I know what the fuck I'm doing half of the times because I don't care about you weak niggas on here. See, the playback determines how I'm doing. So I'm saying, like, I don't need niggas on like that to validate me. Y'all worse than the so-called black community. Y'all bunch of hypocrites, bro. Y'all ain't about that. Y'all ain't about that shit. Y'all talk all this slick shit. And see, I'm going raw tonight because this is Thursday. I'm not showing no shots or anything because niggas is emotional as fuck, as always. And then want to talk all this slick shit. But it is what it is. I know what I'm capable of. It's just the fact that people get on here and just talk a whole lot of shit and they be like, all right, we're good. But see, when you put people's names and titles, that's cool. You know, that's to get attention, a buzz, and people see it. That's cool. And I respect that. That's their thing. But why give a fuck about anybody? And see, I'm not even putting nothing educational. And they say you can't even do that. That's bullshit. I told you, people's out so-called outside because of the pandemic. They tired of being isolated. I told you this winter, if they ever decide to shut shit down, yes, I will get a lot of views. That's happened to me last year, and it is doable. When people was fucking with you last year, see, this year they want to turn on you, and I respect it. They was fake in the first place. Like I give a fuck. And you think I give a shit? See, I pre-record and my shit grows. That's why YouTube is a sorry website. They ain't about that shit. They ain't about that shit. People don't fuck with me like that. They really don't because they say they do, but they really don't. Like you think I give a fuck about these people? I really don't, man. Like I really don't care. I'm on that type of time. Like I see it for what it is, and people hate my ass a long time. You know, oh, I got a little subscriber in the junk. Okay, cool. I appreciate y'all, the ones that have. But this is something that I've always seen, man. I'm not tripping off of none of this shit. Like y'all niggas, y'all act like I care, and I really don't care, bro. I really don't care. Like I really don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Because see, I've been on YouTube forever, and I tell you, this shit is nothing to me, man. I've been doing this a long time, and then when people fuck with you, they fuck with you. It is what it is. Nah, I don't want to be no. Yeah, I saw that shit. I was like, okay, okay. That's what the new studio looked like on the phone. Okay, cool. It is what it is. Hey, what's going on, Degenerate? Salute, salute. But yeah, man. I mean, shouts out to Absalom, man. He doing his thing, man. Hey, he says hunting to he's just doing it for fun. That's what you're supposed to do. I have fun with Thursday Thrills and Sunday Madness every now and then. If I talk bad about somebody, throw a shot or two. That's what open discussions is about. But niggas want to talk about all this dumb shit. About that gorilla shit. They ain't about that. Cut it out. You niggas ain't built like that. Cut it out, man. Y'all ain't built like that. I mean, it's just what it is. But niggas kill me try to talk all this slick shit and thinking everything's okay, but y'all ain't really about that. Stop it. Just stop it. That's all I'm saying. But just stop with the bullshit. Like, y'all ain't really about that. Cut the bullshit out. It is what it is. But see, when I do content, I don't trip off this shit, man. Like, I really don't. Let me see something real quick. Y'all give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I said it. I said it over here. Yeah. I ain't gonna look at Devin real quick, but I'm just gonna leave him playing in the background. Yeah, because I'm trying to balance my phone because it'll see when I have the internet, it just takes over the power of this software, this streaming software. So I have to be careful. I can't do that while I'm live streaming this long. I have to balance it out and I have to, just tweak the little controls a little bit. But no, Restream's working, everything's working. I just can't be doing nothing on my phone because the T-Mobile internet that I'm using, because that thing pulls a lot of your streaming thing and your software, and I figured that out. I said, oh shit, I have nothing playing in the background either because it's all muted. I gotta. I can also knock it off too, can I? I can't knock that off, can I? Yeah, I can knock that off. Hold on for a minute. I can knock this off. Hold on. Instead of that way, that's even better. Yeah, that's even better because I prefer, knocking that shit off. Yeah, I can look at it on my phone. Fuck it. Because once I get this shit charged, it's on the cell phone. Because sometimes I do it anyway. While I play something in the background, I can always go back to it. I done rerun. I want to tell you something. I rewatch these reruns of Weiss Network TV that does the Rockstar games. I watch this shit all the time. He's on GTA 4. And guess what? He gonna be on GTA 5. He does all the Rockstar games. He does Bully, you name it. He ain't done Manhunt. But it is what it is. Like that I be rewatching these stuff on lives on this computer, on this laptop, and then everything else I'm just browsing to YouTube to see other content. I multitask all the time. I used to do that with the other internet connection. It wasn't no issue. But now it's like this one's a little faster. We get what we get. But shouts out to the ones that came through. I know people's in and out in the audience and thing. I appreciate y'all for coming through. And like I said, this stuff is going to continue, man. Like, in 2024, it's the end times, Armageddon, it's survival mode. People got to survive out here in this country. And, Alvin preaches on the roll. They on the roll with this shit when people are acting up and they getting destroyed. And it is what it is. We're in a different time period. So it's pretty much you're seeing things from that perspective, right? But you got to understand, this stuff is not going to last longer. And I mean, the EWs and suits, aka the Edomites, are the two J's that actually run the planet, but actually the suits run the planet. And they're really one and the same. I don't see any damn difference. They use the EWs or the so-called J's or what they call them, or some people prefer them as small. It's no such thing as small. I just call them Esau, call them Edom. That's what they are. They're all the same. And they try to say they're different colors. No, they some people call them white shoe boys, which they are. Shining shoe motherfuckers that they are. But that's Esau for you. He's got the guns, the land, and the field, and the wealth to deceive people. And Esau is all of them. The so-called, it is what it is. But do I hate all Edomites? Not necessarily. I hate the ones that hates their selves and hate their own people. I don't care for them like that either. I don't race mix. I don't believe in that because they believe in separation too, the average ones. And I respect that. That's why Eric John Phelps shows his hand. So we're far from a so-called utopia. There is no utopia. The utopianism is bullshit. I'll tell you that right now. There is no utopia. And shouts out to George Macon for saying it. And it is not. It's not no utopia. If it was a utopia, where the fuck the people at? You know what I'm saying? But you got a lot of people talking way hella shit on here against their own, but not to the ones that's destroying us. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. Just stop it. But it is what it is. But a lot of people just don't like the fact that they getting called out on their bullshit. I know people just don't like my ass, and that's cool. That's cool. What else they need to know? They was on my shit last year, riding the wave. When shit went left, what happened? They showed their hand. Man, don't get me started with these niggas, man. Like, these niggas is fake, man. They ain't about that. They talk a good game, but they ain't really about that. It is what it is. Ain't about no support on YouTube. It's a lot of bitch ass niggas that want to compete with you, and I respect that. Just go on and say it if you don't like my ass. You know, just go on and admit it. Because y'all proved my fucking point. You proving Kanye's point because your niggas ain't gonna do shit. Do I fuck with Kanye's comments with the George? Well, hell no. He's like you niggas. He just happened to have money, yes, but you niggas is fake. Y'all the biggest hypocrites of all time and defend these people that's punking you every day. Just stop it, man. Y'all ain't about that shit. Y'all ain't about that shit. Just cut it out. Like, y'all niggas ain't really about that. That's why I don't understand you niggas like that. Y'all so fake on here and expect me to care. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what you think. Especially me. I don't give a fuck what you think. It's so much to say that with you niggas, y'all just come on here and just be on some bullshit. It is what it is. It is what it is. And that's the thing. I don't really trip off of here like that. But y'all ain't about that lifestyle, man. Y'all ain't about that. Y'all ain't about that. But that's how I look at it in so many terms. But you get a lot of people just coming acting crazy, going on and acting wild. But but it's a lot of niggas want to act crazy. But what it is, what I'm saying right now is just like I'm looking at it from a bigger picture. But a lot of niggas gonna do what they do. Like, so you could try to help niggas. Like, man, the fuck out of here. Niggas is fake, bro. Y'all ain't about that. Y'all ain't about that. Y'all never about that. I've yet to see niggas change the difference in their own community. The biggest hypocrites in the so-called black community, and community means concept. What is it? Not a goddamn thing you do, because most of y'all sucks. And fuck this internet shit. Fuck Google and YouTube. Period. I'm gonna say this wholeheartedly. And the reason I'm saying this, wish this shit will perish. And you niggas gonna learn that this shit can perish any day now. So don't underestimate the laws can change in this country. If they really want to shut us down, they can shut all this internet shit off if they wanted to. That's when people go to war. Y'all ain't ready for that shit. Stop the bullshit, bro. Y'all ain't about that. I was about that 10 years ago, and you niggas didn't want to fight. I'm done talking about saving niggas because you niggas ain't shit. I've learned that 10 years ago the hard way, and now I'm not doing it again. I made a little attempt just for the select. I'm here for the select few. I'm not here for everybody. So y'all got me fucked up, especially on this channel. I'm not here for everybody. I'm here for the select few that's gonna get it, and the ones that get it, that's good. But the ones that don't, the fuck out of my face. I'm on that type of time, yo. Like, y'all gotta understand something. I don't give a shit about any niggas like that don't like me. I don't lose no sleep over that shit. I really don't. I talk about something else all the damn time, and my mind is thinking somewhere else. It's the same pattern when I talk about politics, but my niggas, I don't give a fuck about none of you niggas like that. A bunch of losers to me. And then people get upset with me. That's cool. They don't have to like me 24/7. That's the whole point. I'm coming full force this year. And that's just how I'm gonna come with it. Once I come full force, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Let's not act like y'all care, but y'all don't care. Y'all don't give a fuck. And that's the whole point of me talking to you niggas. It's just like, you niggas ain't really about that. Y'all ain't really about that. Y'all talk all this goofy shit and expect me to just get emotional and all that shit. I ain't getting emotional, you niggas. Y'all ain't worth the time. Y'all ain't worth $1 bill. Get what I'm saying? Y'all ain't even worth it. Y'all ain't even worth it. Y'all just like a worthless piece of shits all the time. And then I said what I said. I said some lot of foul shit last year about certain niggas, and niggas just act like hoes, man. You think I care? I don't care. My mans. Y'all act like I care about this shit. I really don't. Y'all gotta understand something. I'm the type of dude that don't give a fuck and I just keep going. Like, I'm that dude. I don't stop. I'm like a 100 round drum. I'm like a time bomb on here. That's why I'm a walking time bomb. I just don't care. I have a deranged mind. I don't care about you niggas like that. Y'all worried about someone else so much, they'll knock your shit loose, and you don't want that to happen to you. See, I'm the type of person that you don't want to be around. Don't push my hand and don't even try. Don't even try. Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna switch my avatar real quick. Get back in motion right here. Delete this. Add this. This real quick. Boom. Yeah. Since y'all want to go there, let's go there. Let's go there. Yeah. But it is what it is. But I'm not tripping about none of you niggas like that. But you expect me to just think and I really care. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. See, one thing about me on this YouTube shit, I don't really care what none of these niggas think. I just keep it pushing. I talk about other things too. I know everybody's talking about different things and relationship talks. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Y'all have a sexual problem. I don't. You niggas is weak. I'll talk all this bullshit. It is what it is. It is what it is. And everybody's on there. Okay. This girl's thirsty. Melly's thirsty. Talking about the Kanye West shit. Sergeant Will P's like, yeah, man. I know people is talking and things like that, but people have their issues. I mean, the fallouts was here, and that's it. It's fourth quarter talk. Oh, I'm looking at old boy sharing fourth quarter talk. Okay. Gain Glass make it through 82 games. Oh, can Glass make it through 82 games? No, he can't. To my Anthony Davis. It's a lot of shit you niggas be posting, bro. I don't really go crazy over this shit. I'm watching Devin. They talking about this relationship shit. I'll be listening to that later. Okay. Oh damn. Let me drop the gates. If y'all want to come through, that's fine. If not, I'm gonna talk the rest of the way, and I'm going to let's see something real quick. I will have this posted, and y'all know what it is. The gates is open. I don't give a shit. And if y'all don't like it, they can go fuck themselves. But anyways, but back to what I was saying. But the inconsistency in the so-called black community, they're the biggest hypocrites. That's why, and that's why they're lazy. They ain't gonna do shit. The leaders before them told them the jewels, and they just refused to listen. We gave them a plan of survival. Now we're at the point we're on the threshold of war. So when they keep doing dumb shit, they're gonna remain stupid. And this is why they will never prosper in the future. So saving a lot of people of our own species, especially our own people, so-called black people, it's a waste of fucking time. My advice to those brothers that preach the pro-black stuff: save the select few. The majority of them will perish. It has to be some cleansing and weed it out. That's how you do it. It's not a big thing. Fuck big unity. Small unity in four groups. That's what matters. Hell, I was preaching that 10 years ago, teaching that. I understood that. I don't say no 144,000, no, because a lot of y'all are not a part of that. The rest of you, on the other hand, will go. I won't see that through. So let's not act like y'all got the answers. Y'all ain't got shit. And I stopped fucking with a lot of people on this shit and other places too, and just keep it pushing and just do what I do, and then I move on. If they want to come over here, they can come over here. But if I choose to acknowledge them, I choose to acknowledge it. If I choose not to acknowledge you, I don't give a fuck about you. It is what it is. Let's cut the bullshit. Let's cut it out immediately. Because y'all niggas ain't gonna do shit to me. But just bump your fucking gums, ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. Like, cut it out. I've yet to see you niggas do anything, bro. Like, are you serious? Are you fucking serious? You know what I'm saying? I navigate over here, motherfucker. I get so tired of this bullshit. It ain't even funny. What's the purpose of getting mad at you niggas, man? Y'all pathetic, bro. Y'all pathetic, man. I've been saying this the longest. Like y'all here bitching and complaining about the same shit and no one cares about. Like I really don't understand it. That's why you got a lot of fake motherfuckers on here, and I'm glad I'm out of this shit. Let's just keep it 1,000. If you don't like my ass, cool. Cool. It is what it is. Let me see something real quick. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, yeah, I'm still here. Oh, what's going on, man? Salute, salute. But it's like one thing about me, I'm just like looking at it from a bigger picture. Like, Absalom is doing this thing. Like, he was talking about how fake these dudes is. Like, they always been like that, man. Like, I don't say nothing. I just keep my distance, and I don't really be in the chat rooms and panels like that no more because there's a lot of issues with hoe ass niggas that have a problem with me, and I ain't got time to argue with bitch ass niggas who got emotional problems, act like hoes. They need to change their goddamn tampons. They ain't about that lifestyle, bro. They some hoe ass niggas that ain't gonna do shit. I wish a nigga would put that nigga in a goddamn casket. That's where he belongs. Casket game, nigga. I play that casket game, nigga. I don't. Nah, go in the casket. I don't play that doxing shit. I ain't got time for that. That's why I'm very selective who I fuck with on here. Always been that way. Niggas is weak on here, man. They on some bullshit. And I don't do that shit. And it's just what it is. I just don't participate in it. You know what I'm saying? But it's my fault, but it ain't all my fault, but they can go fuck themselves. This is what it is. I don't acknowledge any nigga on here. I really don't. That's the issue with me. And I just treat y'all like shit. Y'all was just some niggas that's trying to get something off of me, and I said what I said, and you niggas is fake. I can say the fuck I want to say, and you niggas ain't nothing. Nobody gives a fuck about you niggas anyway, because y'all can't do content no way. Always get playback numbers. I don't care about live numbers. That varies. I used to have a lot of people in the room. Now they turn on you, they change. Because the pandemic's open. It's over with. Let's almost stream less. What's the point doing it? I'm doing it this year because I'm trying to see what I can get away with. I'm not gonna stream the times when people's on. I'm not on their schedule. I don't fuck with them like that. I can say what the fuck I want to say, and that's gonna continue. But you're not gonna let me dictate what I'm gonna do because I've been on this shit for a long time. You think I give a fuck? I don't like streaming multiple times in one day. I don't do that. I used to do that, and I did it think it like this year a few times, and play on my last year when I had StreamYards and all that shit, and I had to break that down, man. Internet connection problems. I know about all that shit, bro. We gotta stop and think, and who cares about this shit? Like, y'all act like I care. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. What's going on with people? I just don't care. You niggas on some bullshit. I'm gonna talk bad about you niggas. And that's how I look at it. It is what it is. But that's how I look at it. And that's how I look at most people, man. Like y'all gotta look at it like how I look at it. It's hard, man. And I did my best try not to be upset and be an asshole, but it is what it is. So some things change and people attack me, whatever, and all this stuff. And I see it. I see it. And I try to be kind to people and I try to be nice to people, but sometimes you just can't. You gotta be mean and just, I'm mean outside of this shit, but I just don't really like most people. And I will throw shots. best believe we ain't boys like that. If I come on the pen, I'm throwing shots at all you bitch ass niggas, and y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't acknowledge you ever again. And the reason they scared of me because I got screenshots. I ain't got time to argue with y'all because y'all niggas is fake. I stopped talking to niggas. Period. Period. Y'all niggas ain't about that lifestyle, bro. Y'all ain't about that lifestyle. Yeah, man. It is what it is, man. I'm just looking at my shit. People get tired of you after a while, and it gets like that. It gets like that sometimes. Sometimes you just we get what we get. But you think I'm gonna get mad at this shit about certain? No, I don't hold grudges like that. Only time I hold grudges if someone does some harm to me. It is what it is. I hold angst over here all the time. I just do it in a different way to show these niggas I don't care for them like that. And I already let it go this year. Damn near. Like I care. They act like I care. I don't give a shit, and I'm glad I'm on other platforms and just moving forward, man. Like you gotta understand something. That's one of the two things I talked about. But again, it is what it is. The utilitarian series. I can't believe the pros and cons got a lot of views. It used to be less than that. People watching my shit now. Good for them. Get double digits. Yeah, people don't like when you talk about the positive shit. What else? Thursday Thrills. Yeah, Thursday Thrills is up and down for me. I used to get a lot of views in that. The Thursdays, those long streams, man, it was hell. And you have to do what you got to do, man. I stopped talking about it a lot. Yeah, it went. That's because of the pandemic. It's a combination, but I'm not going to trip off the views like that. And then the ones I have trouble was the Zodiac streams. I used to do those, and I said, man, I'm done. Nobody's listening to my ass on that. I had to cut that shit off. I had to cut that bullshit off. I'm like, oh hell no, not doing that again. I used to do that this summer. Like, was it last year? And I still up doing it this year. And I told you I was I'm doing the same concept. I stopped caring. I'm just gonna drop recordings and that's it. But Sunday chills was something. Sunday chills was something. Sunday chills was something. It was something at first, and then it was like you're there. Then it was a lot. In the 10th edition, yeah, I was going. Yeah, I was doing strings. See, I got to remember that was a different time, man. Now Sunday Madness, on the other hand, was a huge success. Did great on these. Now it's like it's dwindling half and half, because every now and then I was showing my shit. Been lackluster, so it happens over time. You haven't had enough, and it's just what it is. But we in the building. We in the building. But it is what it is. I think people are just gonna come through and just be crazy. But the links here is links open. It's just I think people are just gonna have their own views, whatever. But I will say this. Everything that's going on, and then I've been watching, I think I watched Daylight and they took his shit down. He said, Esau's little play name. It really pissed him off. It really pissed him off, and they took that shit down. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, they really pissed him off. They really pissed him off. And that's what you gotta look at. Once you piss that group off, oh, it's a wrap. And that's where we at it right now. So, and that's what y'all have. Y'all can't expect me to change and go crazy and all this other shit. No, because you niggas is inconsistent. Let me see something real quick. I don't want to use this on Thursday, but this thing is I use this every Sunday. I like this. Nice bag and everything. I'm in this shit and then using a different one, so you know how it is. And that's how I get down, man. Yeah, my sinus is acting up. See, oh shit, drop my mic, drop my other microphone. It's good. Yeah, but it's hypercardia. I use this on Sunday. It's got a good distance. When I talk into it, I say, man, the distance is crazy. Oh, peace, peace. What's going on, information, man? Peace, peace. Yeah, man. George, he's been on a roll with this yay thing, and then of course he's been on the roll with Amos Wilson. I saw that. I saw a little piece of that. He was trying to explain on the video, and then it got cut off, and there was no sound. And he had Khalid Muhammad, who was just listening to it. And it is what it is. He did it on the phone, and he had to come back and he make sure his internet was fixed. So he's doing good. It's a lot of people just been talking about this thing, and he was gonna apologize. I think he eventually did. I saw something. I was like, okay. So it's gonna be very interesting in these couple of weeks, and I believe this election in Georgia I'm looking at with Abrams and Kemp is gonna be interesting. But Warnock and what's the name I said last night is neck to neck, but it's not. They're not really neck to neck. He's got points over him. Warnock is still in the league. The reason he had that debate, he did decent against Warnock because he has that all white audience. That's the Walker. My thing is, I don't think he's going to even win that. He'll barely win that because he's not beating him on anything else. And Warnock's backed by those same people that so-called canceled Kanye. They just put him out of the pasture. They ain't really they just take you off their little shit. That's what they do. They ain't worried about him. They think he's replaceable. That's how they think. And plus, if you think about it, they always back Warnock. We do have those people down here too. So be wary of that if you live in Georgia. We do have those people down here too. So don't be surprised they influence certain elections. if you catch my drift. But Trump can't do nothing about it in Georgia because that's how he lost that. So we may have our first woman governor, but she's gonna be black. Some people say she lost the last time against Kemp, but this time they think Stacey's losing or whatever. I don't know, man, because after those abortion thing, they're not going for that. So all those women are gonna vote against these dudes. Just be mindful if these women vote against these dudes, it's already over. So people just don't really care at this point. I think the Republicans, they said run on economy and jobs. I don't buy that. There's jobs here. It's just what type of jobs do you want? And then Democrats is run on abortion. I think they care about abortion than jobs. That's just me. I mean, I look at it for what it is, and the women's always going to get paid first or some shit. But that's how I look at it in Georgia because that's what she's running with. She ain't coming from no pro-black stance, but niggas want to cry about them all day. But George is right. I have to agree with George Macon on this. There's a lot of hypocrisy in the so-called black community or black community, like y'all want to call it. Y'all don't want to do shit. And I think my son said it best. He's not built for the, revolution cause. Somebody, yay, what have you done? Nothing. And he said it's the same thing with niggas online. It's the same thing. And people can say the same thing. We don't agree with Kanye says. I don't agree with the George Floyd shit. I debunk that he did not die from that fentanyl. He took upon himself to side with those people from the right, the ones that really control secret society, and those same people, he's playing right to their hands. So they're going to use them in the future to do damage. So we'll see. But I don't think it's just him. It's a lot of stories like that. This is going to be the norm. So what do you think is going to happen to Kanye? And then that can happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody else. The reason I'm not participating in it, I understand the game is being played. It's not going to work in the next couple of years because the next 2 years is going to change. What agenda they're pushing, that's what you look at, and you got to look at who's in power. So Biden don't count as power. I'm talking about the invisible man, the same in the same power. They just play both sides of the fiddle. And I'm talking about the suits. I'm not talking about the EWs. They're just pawns of the same people. They just have different motives of what they're doing. But the suits are more dangerous because they assassinate a lot of your leaders in America. Well, the main two presidents, you already know Lincoln and Kennedy. I got that from Phelps and all them other guys. But Phelps is suspect too because they got that learning type. It's a double-edged sword, man. Like you don't know who to listen to nowadays because everything is so centered and limited. You can't even get proper information of what's going on all sides because they're playing the same fiddle. Because the Jesus complex is dangerous complex. I stopped teaching that concept, I would say about 10 years ago. Because when I left Christianity at 21, convert to faith or the Zion faith that I am now, actually reached tetragrammaton in the Torah a little bit. And I think me and Elder Young One was talking about it years ago. I stuck with that, and I still stuck with it for now. It's just I have an advanced knowledge of learning different things. What's really going on, you have to balance that out. And I think Daylight touched on something. The battle rapper touched on it before his video got took down by the same people. It's very chilling, but see, the censorship is there. You always had it. You just got prepared to adapt to move somewhere else. But Rumble's not the answer either. They no different. See, YouTube used to be like that till the money came in, changed every damn thing. That's why people are so fucked up and they don't understand that this stuff is going to happen anytime in any place. So, yeah, they got something in store. If you eliminate those people, start a race war, and the next thing you know, they take control of your head. See, it's just like the same thing they kicked them out in France. Same people. They just move different and they this little minority. We already know that. That's why they're not worried about getting defeated like that. And George is correct. And there's a reason why they're not worried that they're being used by the Heavenly Father or whoever used for their bidding because they're trying to push this so-called third Hebrew temple. Those people is on that agenda too. They keep saying they're anti. No, you're on that agenda too. I go by your actions, not what you say. I go by your actions, who you are. And then they get called out. And there it is. But you gotta understand something. This is the world we live in. That's how I look at it, because I always do research, and I'm glad I dropped the link yesterday talking about the dude going against Eric John Phelps and all these racists that's like that. They exist on YouTube. Just because Eric is protected by those people, you notice his videos don't get flagged. They can be 4 to 5, 6. And I wonder why does Alex and all the other guys talk about everybody else and them? They're really one and the same to me, but they get flagged and they use them as pawns. I guess they're sacrificial lambs. But why does Eric didn't get flagged? I'll tell you why. He has a system called learning to learn it, and that's a tactic they use to stay on here. See, he's not anti the EWs or what we say Jews or whatever. I don't buy into that term. I let Esau have that, and they understand I don't care for that. You notice I don't care for that, and it's just what it is. It's just a trick they use to use anti-Semitism on your head, and that's a tactic they use, and it don't really matter in the day because they've been doing the same thing to us, but we can't use anti-black, but they're breaking a lot of rules. So again, they really finish at this point because they ain't got no new world order to come by. I've been doing that 10 years. They had issues. They're trying to figure out a way to control people and they can't. And then the other side of their opposites do damage. They're more dangerous and hell bent on controlling people, conning you with other stuff. So it's like I see the handwriting on the wall in the playbook. You're not going for it anywhere. So some people are gonna look at it like, how are we gonna change shit? You change within yourself first before you help someone else, and then the tactic what Daylight said, I thought the same way too. The ones that's a threat call themselves a real nigga, they'd be the first one gone. Because they're a hindrance. I used to watch Black Pride years ago. And he said the same thing I've been saying. I agree with that. 1000%. It's a process before we go to any conquest or revolution or get our minds wrapped up. We got to first tap in and pick the select few that's going to get, and the rest of us is going to perish. We got to learn to take care of our own traders if you're on that racial shit. And it's very hard in this century, especially in this era, the 21st century, in the 2020s, you're really finished. So you make yourself fortunate. I just understand why people just don't talk about certain people. I can talk about it because I don't care, because I understand what repercussions come with it. But I'm using subliminal shots at them the same time. I don't care for them. I don't care if they offer me that type of money. I still turn it down because I'm loyal to what I'm doing. This stuff got personal with me when I lost my first channel, and then I was on that type of road. So again, I let it be. And that's how you got to look at it nowadays. Sometimes you got to let it be. And that's how I get down. So it is what it is. But people just get caught up on the wrong shit. Let's see what's going on here. Man, this it just shows you. And what did China say? She said, Fox said, she said, y'all celebrate too much. They've been celebrating too much. They ignorant. It is what it is. But that's the thing about people. They get caught up on the wrong stuff. And I noticed in their program, they easily program our people. And I talk about social engineering 101 with Wacky World of O, the legendary Wacky World of O. And we talk about this on every time, and especially deep conversation like this, it gets kind of hectic. So it's pretty much the same. And then, you look at YouTube where it's designed by those people and we help them build the technology and design it. And then we get mindfuck with their algorithms. See, the CIA doesn't understand. They watch what we do. They just love to lie a lot. That's the thing about them. I don't mess with them. And I stand on that disrespect towards them because they're terrorists. They do what they do and they lie a lot, so much to the point they just don't want to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't take things for granted, especially on the internet, because you got to really understand what's going on with these people. So y'all gotta understand that this stuff is going to continue long term. So I don't understand why people just get put up with it. And I think, Ye understood he wasn't gonna get away saying that crazy stuff because Esau likes to play these taxes. This is what they do, and they do damage. They learn to fight, and they fight with other means. They're not physically strong, but they fight with other means to really break you. And that's what they do. They didn't really broke him. They just try to make a so-called example and just try to deflect, and you're just proving his point. Shouts out to George for saying, yeah, they always prove our point. We don't say nothing to them now because there's an issue. We had issues with them back then, and we still have them with now. This is not a utopian society. I just don't buy that. No, we're nowhere near that. We failed that. But that's how you got to look at it. But you got to get people get caught up. And they get caught up. Every time I listen to certain people, I just like, man, that sound like me 10 years ago. I used to talk like that in the comment section, certain videos, and I just like, man, this stuff, it's a repeat of history. And I think I saw the new NWA movie. This is like years ago. When was this? When did I saw that? I believe I saw that before the pandemic. I believe I did. I think it came out before the pandemic. I saw that years ago. And when I saw that with Ice Cube, they had a little anniversary of the album. I look back at it now, I'm like, okay, he was going against Jerry. Some people say what happened in the league came to him, but then they told what Jerry did. I hate to say this. Don't be surprised if they paid him off or whatever. And as soon as he went to the other side, I already knew. And in real life, it was probably more than that, because Jerry was dirty. See, notice about Esau's people. They don't give a fuck about Jerry and Bugsy Siegel and all these other guys, but they acknowledge the good ones like Einstein and everybody else. That's how they been like that. They've been like that since I was in school. But they never mention Benjamin, aka Bugsy Siegel, the criminals they got, and Meyer Lansky. Why? It's too personal. And then when the money comes in, there it is. They ain't gonna mention Adolf. He's another one, but he's mixed with their blood. So it's a combination of mess. That's why I don't get into the arguments with them about that and then the Holocaust and all that stuff. I don't get into that. I just let them be who they are. And they're gonna always use that as a so-called weapon. And then what did it say? George said they thirsty. They've always been thirsty. That's their thing. Esau loves to lie so damn much, and when he gets exposed for real, which he will in the future by his a little bit of his own, I'll say, and the white folks, he's up out of there, and people ain't gonna have that. It's just people are gonna move different. Yeah, when things start collapsing, people gotta learn to survive and move out here. Survive and move. It's pretty much packed it over here. So after the effects of the pandemic, you see people just coming through. But that's how you gotta look at it, man. But it is pretty. It's been real like this. Like, I didn't think things was gonna be happening in 2022, and now it's a repeat of history once again. So Can't get mad what's going on. It's just you got to be mindful that people got their own priorities in. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this off, and then where's my other shit? Okay, let me put it back on the other shit. Yeah, cause this is shit's wild. It's down 50. Okay, got another hour. It says 10. Cause this ain't yeah, the hour's gonna kick in. When 2 hours kick in, I'll see if anybody now is coming up. I'll end this and just leave it at that, and then talk the rest of y'all Sunday because I want y'all to get prepared for this weekend. This is the start of the day of the week. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about on that situation. But that's what I saw on YouTube, and then I was well rested because I had to get some rest because I hardly ever sleep when I get up, and now I'm trying to get my mind right. So when I look at certain strains and certain politics, which is a great sign, but that's how I look at it. But you got people just get caught up on the wrong shit, man. And distractions is so powerful, and then people get caught up like, okay, they worry about this and they worry about the wrong things. But that George Floyd stuff, like that comment that he made, I just couldn't deal with him after that. I had to cut my ties with him on that. I've been cutting my ties with him years ago, but that right there, I don't co-sign. But I understand why he said it. He wanted to join with those people on the right, so-called right or whatever. They ain't nothing right about them, but that particular ideology is dangerous. But you act just like them, and they're using you as bait. You're bait to them. And what did George say? He said they treat him like he's a jam child. Yeah, of course they're gonna treat you like that's how they think. They're aggressive. That's how you gotta look at it, man. Like this stuff is wild. Next level shit. So you gotta be mindful of who you're dealing with on the internet and just learn that people gonna do shit to fuck with you. And see where your heart's at. And this is what people do. They just get caught up on the wrong stuff. But you got dudes going back and forth, you know, people verbal spar when they rap and all this stuff. And I think Daylight said something very interesting. If you're not killing your own, you don't make it in a spot. But if you do, you be their favorite. Of course, they're gonna make money off of our deaths. That's what they do. If we keep talking our demise, and Daylight said this today, he said that's how they get you, and that's why I talk about the real nigga thing, because they're the worst. They are our worst enemy of ourselves, and they're the most dangerous people to talk to because they co-sign this shit. And this is why things is gonna go the way they gonna go. But you got to remember something: those people are lost too, and mind fucking controlled by the same people. So they gonna perish anyway without us killing them. That's another way. If we don't want to do that, they can die other way. It's gonna take them a minute because they ain't gonna survive this shit. People get done with them. They doing what they supposed to be doing. That's why people gotta understand that. That's how people just get caught up, and then they now you see people talking about it, and people analyze it, which is great. Analyze for a few channels, but you gotta understand this is the stuff that we gotta deal with as a regular basis with them. So they always want to come at us sideways with the terms they use and the wordplay and the etymology. That's how they get us because we ain't reading writing correctly. Any fool can read and write. You can teach them right how to read and write. Can he read correctly in reading and writing? No. The majority of people can't do that. No, they can't. They don't understand words, science. Can he read correctly? No. Now, if you're a drone college dude, yeah, you can learn to read correctly, but that don't mean is that can you do it naturally without being controlled? No, most people can't. The only handful that's skilled, he's blessed in that area, and they see a lot of things that we don't see, and they let you know on the tail end. They're loyal. But y'all got to look at the big picture, man. It's pretty much easy. So that's how I look at it. Because once you get in that way in that headspace, you understand that this stuff can be daunting on people. But you taking the risk and we're taking the live streams and we just speak our viewpoints and how we look at society, what it is. But most people are gonna have a different viewpoint, opinionated facts. They just gonna come in here and just say, "Hey," I mean, opinionated content, and then they go what they say about it. I just go straight forward with it with these takes, and that's how I look at it. And look at this real quick. Okay, we're an hour in, so we're a little bit early. But anyways, I'm just looking at it like that's how I look at it online, and everybody's talking about this. Speaking of sports, the Lakers been struggling. It's, it's gonna be some movement. Some movement is what it is. But that's all I got on that situation. But people are just gonna be on something else probably 2 to 3, 4 weeks. But it is what it is. He's doing a part two. Oh Lord. My man's doing a part two. Let me get this shit out of the way. And he's doing a part two. Man, he lucky. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta throw something away. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm back. Okay. Yeah, I had to do something and adjust some things. But yeah, certain things you gotta understand. Those people, they just gonna keep on doing what they doing, and everybody's gonna go back the way they do things. But I just learned a lot from certain people. Found out that Adidas was ran by Nazis. Now, don't be surprised if they're controlled by the same people I've been talking about. Don't, man, this shit's wild, man. And then I learned something about people that wrote Mein Kampf on this certain channel that's going against Eric John Phelps, and they say the same thing. And it's so wild that most of these people didn't write the shit they actually write. Man, it's a lot of research y'all need to do, man, because this stuff people need to know. Y'all just gotta have that mindset to look at them different and move different because they gonna mess with you all the time, especially them damn 501(c)(3) charters. I do know about that. I do know about when I was a Baptist at one time and they control half of the money. I do know about that and donations and tithes and shit. Yeah, don't be fooled by that. That money always go back to them. They don't go to those private islands like Warnock and them. No. That they go back to those Masonic groups. A lot of people try to say they don't. Because when I look at Masons, I look at them as the mafia, man. That ritual shit, that's just a buffer. But the mafia style, the killings and all that, nah. Assassinations, nah. They do that shit. They do that shit. People get misconstrued with that. That's why you gotta study history and lifestyles and cultures. You see, you got to pay attention to movies and video games when they add symbolisms to those games. Those kids will be playing, don't realize they put those games the way they are. Even if they fuck up, they gonna have to water certain things down. Even if they try to expose themselves, they'll call it the corporations and this and that. That's a distraction. It ain't true. It's the opposite of that. They scared to go that road, but they ain't really built like that. See, Kanye didn't understand the backlash he was gonna get. The world wasn't ready for that. That's why they follow suit. Not because he deemed some that what they will say anti-Semitic, but no, they wasn't ready for that. People talk about that years and years, and nobody's impressed by it. See, he trying to start a civil war in Armageddon all over again. That ain't gonna fly with most people because they so content what they got now. They going back to sleep. So you got to look at things from that perspective. Yeah, it's a lie. It's a lie. I just mentioned that. Yeah, exactly, degenerate. But people don't understand that, and this is why I dropped that video. Was it the independent thinking series? I believe it was that, or was it? I believe it was one of those. Yeah, I streamed Tuesday. I believe it was that. Yeah, and I'm glad I dropped it because I want people to know that this stuff is going to increase in the future. Because when you're dealing with people that's crazy like this stuff is going to keep going. Because when I saw when Daylight's the battle rap of the stream, they got shot in midstream. Don't be surprised. They'll do some shit like that. And that's how they try to get their shits off. And then that's how they learn that everything else is just comes with a price. But y'all understand this stuff matters to certain people. They buy into the other stuff and then they get caught up on the bullshit. There they are. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad what people do on here. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm just saying, but that's how I look at it in the future. So yeah. Oh, we making good. Appreciate y'all coming in for the likes, man. But yeah, and Absalom, man, hey man, keep doing your thing, man. Don't worry about it. Cause these niggas, they just there to distract you. And see, I dealt with this shit years and years ago, but y'all gotta understand something. This stuff is nothing to play with. This stuff will never be nothing to play with. But you gotta understand that people's on that type of time, you know? Yeah, it's 10 something right now because I was almost dozed off a little bit because in the beginning of the stream, I didn't doze off. I was charged, because a little doze up, but I try to fight through it. So keep my head up or whatever, keep me speaking and whatever. So I can go all those hours I wanted to. But when we're talking about things like this is a continuation of what we saw during the pandemic and after, and then it's just wild at this point. But you got people like that. And those the same people that people scared to talk about, I'm just gonna say it's the damn Jesuits, man. There's a guy in our little community like years ago. He used to be in my comment section a lot, and we go on different videos and things like that, and then we go against those niggas on the street. And we had an agreement, and we talked back and forth in the comment section. And I was like, okay. And we was on that same page. And he subscribed to my channel like years ago. I ain't seen him in a minute. That old boy was something else, boy. We was going back and forth in that chat room. Great discussions, and then write our little paragraphs. And I remember the old days of YouTube, what we used to do, and that's how we communicated. And now it's like when the live stream came, things changed. So I never did a live stream until last year, and then I realized it's doable. And then when I started upgrading my stuff, I started realize when you go against people that have a bigger platform, you come destroy it, but you're actually competing with them. Same time, it's not really much of destroying it. You know, they're gonna challenge you, and that's the beauty about it. Let them challenge you, because that just brings more people in, and next thing you know, people are gonna start looking at you, be like, oh, he's giving them a challenge. Yeah, I'm giving them a real challenge. That's the whole point. So people just got to be reminded what's going on and anywhere else. That's probably what you see and what people get. And so many lack of word. But I was thinking about all these situations happening now, and the collapse is already as nigh as it is. The world's changing, man. Like, don't people prepare for their survival right now? Most people should be preparing for that. If this shit does go left, because this election in Georgia, man, it's gonna be wild, man. Prepare. Last call. Like I used to teach when scripture said there will be a famine of the word. Absolutely be the famine of the word. It's already here, really. It's just people are not gonna get it because there's gonna come a point. I'm just gonna drop content left and right, and then pre-record and move on. I'll live stream. It's gonna be on those one of these days, and that's it. That's it. That's what makes it. Cause y'all expect me to talk Melly. No, I'll talk about them next week in these dating shows, and let's look at these dudes and they just act crazy. But that's how you gotta look at people now. I don't understand why people just get caught up on that shit, man. But celebrity gossip sells, like well, Wacky was saying, drama. No, celebrity gossip sells and bullshit sells. It's always been that way. You have to do it. People just get caught up on the wrong shit and they are. And so PNB Rock is a great example. And they was talking about robbery. I think Dev was talking about robbery in one of his episodes. Well, first of all, why try to rob him in the first place? Second of all, he may have a weapon, a big one at that. You get hit by one of those, it's over. You got to be resourceful. But that's the thing about me understanding how the world really works. Let me see something real quick. Black women ages 30 to 55 can be, I don't know what that's about. Shouts out to Nathaniel. Yeah, he's on that player stuff. Hey, what's going on, AP? Yeah, what's going on, Absalom? Salute, man. Salute. All right, let me get you hooked up for a minute. Yeah, there you go. I gotta get you hooked up. So it's pretty much it. Yeah, man. This shit is wild, man. Because I know people is distracted by the yay and all this other shit. It is what it is, man. But y'all gotta understand, this stuff is gonna continue forever, because they're desperate. They run out of options to stop certain people. So me, I'm going over tonight. So because normally I don't just be over here like that. But Thursdays, you already know the discussions here. So some people can join or they just want to listen. That's fine. I always cut it to 2 because I ain't gonna after 2 to 3. Everything is good. But 4 is good. But after that, it's crazy and madness, of course. So I'm on time constraints as usual. So I'm just readily and steadily, it is what it is. You had to, I had to hook your boy up. It is what it is. So again, we know what's going on. But when I look at that situation, I'm like, man, it's dying down. I've been listening to other content creators talking about it. Everybody else talking about it. And you know what Esau them people say, the Edomite people were saying, they said, boycott Kanye West. I'm like, okay, go and boycott him, but that ain't gonna impress us. Hell, you people are slave masters. Y'all ain't gonna do shit. I said, Esau, go sit down somewhere and go fetch me a biscuit or something. Then they try to tell you go fetch a chicken and watermelon. That's how they minds think to our people. You gotta go fetch us some chicken and watermelon. They don't care nothing about us. They just that's how they think of us and they treat us like children. And that's just wild, man. And I'm glad George Megan caught that. And I'm glad he caught that because they always talk of us in a condescending, dirty way. That's what they do, man. And I don't really pay them no mind. I destroyed one years ago in an argument. It is what it is. These people are so dangerous. You got to look at them sideways, bro. You got to look at them sideways, man. I said, oh my God. You got to look at them sideways. Like, what the fuck? You got to look at them sideways. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Look at that. It's old shit. We're distracted. I'm guilty too. I'm distracted. All my own bullshit. Ooh. Ewa. Ooh. Let's see Bono acting a goddamn fool. They use him as a meme in a video game. See, a lot of these black characters or any characters are in our video games or current. I just use an example of former entertainment. They always plaster as slaves or despicable beings. Just pay attention to messaging and everything in sports. That's how they look at us. Nothing smart, And then what did Daylight said earlier? He said, "Not as a smart guy, not as a smart guy." Not as a smart guy, not a smart black person, not popular in mainstream media. And he's right. And I want to answer this question. You know why? It's because if they see that, we'll change everybody's perspective, our children's perspective, their children's perspective, and then we're the standard. They don't want that. They think they're the standard, which they are not. They hate themselves all the time, and they're so hypocritical on here. It's like these niggas on these panels talking about women all day. Y'all ain't about that lifestyle, man. Quit talking that gorilla talk. Y'all ain't about that lifestyle. Y'all ain't about that lifestyle. Y'all ain't about that action. Y'all don't want no static. Y'all don't want no static. Y'all don't want no static. You get around real men and real people, you fold like a biscuit. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely, Psycho Candy. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's 2 hours and 1 minute and 36 seconds. So yeah, I'll go on a couple more minutes and I'll cut it. Cause shouts out to everybody that came through. But that's all I got. I just want to talk about some shit that what I see recently. Because Thursday Thrills, we're fast forward up to date stuff. What's going on? People just be on some bullshit and be acting crazy, all types of shit. It is what it is, man. And that's just how I look at it. That's how I look at it. Yeah. I don't know why they try to 100% it that way. I'm just looking at this shit and it's wild, man. Yeah, it's just what it is. Some people they're just gonna get caught up on the same shit over and over again. And what I think about the what's going on in politics around the world, it's going to continue. Some people's talking about robbing people. They said France is bad because people stealing jewelry and stuff. Well, if these influencers stop posting and flexing on Instagram, they won't have these problems. They won't have no criminals find your easy location, doxing yourself, and knocking your shit loose. That's a beautiful thing that's going on. That's the beautiful thing that's going on. See, when I do vlog streams, I'll talk to y'all. Talk to y'all for hours. I talk to y'all like an hour or whatever, and I'll go overboard, you know? But I gotta make sure my phone is charged a lot, you know. I can do that. That's the thing. Get your phone charged and then come right back from a part two. And we'll see how that goes. So y'all see what's going on. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, it's 4 minutes. Yeah, I can cut it right here. Shouts out to everybody. Shouts out to Absalom, man. Salute, 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 salute. Y'all go subscribe to this man right here. He's got a good channel, a great channel at that. He's going at everybody. He's saying hunting season is here. Shouts out to Psycho Candy. Shouts out to Degenerate. Shouts out to Information Man. Salute to him. Y'all subscribe to him as well. Go ahead. Mike, appreciate you coming through. She appreciate you coming through. And it is what it is. But appreciate the coming here, appreciate with the likes, and I'm just saying, like, once it's over, it is what it is. But we here, we'll come back with Thursday Thrills, the 38th edition, and we're gonna talk about these hoes from this week, and we're gonna fast forward. We're gonna talk about the ones this week and what we examined. All right. So with that, I want to say peace and shalom. And shalom. Have a great night, and I'm out.